little bit more rapidly. So all you need is something to hold on to. Maybe it's a kitchen counter. I saw someone using their deck outside. That was pretty cool. And then optional mat. If you don't have a mat, you can lay down on carpet. You can put a towel on it or not, whatever works for you. And then something to lift. Maybe you have a set of weights, and that's great, but if you don't, you could use soup cans or pineapple cans, filled up water bottles, or maybe filled up detergent bottles. You get creative. And that way you can work upper body and lower body with just this equipment that you might or might not have at home. And if you don't have any of that, don't worry, you'll still get a good workout. So keep yourself on mute the entire class. I hit mute all, but that doesn't always work. So make sure you stay muted. And yesterday, if you were here for Zumba, I had everybody turn off their video as well. I don't think it made a difference. So you can keep your video on if you want to. That's completely optional. People do like half and half. So whatever you feel like doing for video today is great. Don't forget to write anything down there in the chat that you want to tell me, especially if there's a technical problem like you can't hear my voice anymore, something that I really need to know. Or if you want to just write fun comments like, this is great, you can do that too. That's the way you guys can communicate with me. So please use it if you need to. All right, and if I have to turn up my music, let me know that too. It's 3:02, so we're gonna get started. All right, whoops, I have a piece of paper stuck to my foot, so let's do that again. Welcome to Barre, everybody. In this class, we are focused on strengthening and toning our muscles. Also, balance, posture, and flexibility come into the mix. So let's go ahead and stand up tall with our heels together, toes apart. This is first position. You're making a little pizza pie with your feet. I want you to squeeze your glutes and squeeze your inner thighs together, kind of zipper up through the legs. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Now keep your chest lifted and pull your belly button in towards your spine. I want you to stay contracted throughout the abs throughout the entire class. Now bring your head up towards the ceiling and sink your shoulders a little bit further down to the ground. Remember, good posture throughout the entire class. Let's go ahead and bring our arms up like we're hugging a beach ball. We're going to start to bend our knees. It's bend and straighten, bend and straight. Little demi-plie. It doesn't have to be big, especially since we just started. We'll get bigger as we go. Keep going. All right, guys, now lift your heels to the ceiling. Lift your arms. Click your heels together at the bottom. Keep your legs close together to feel your calves start to warm up. Also, feel your glutes squeeze and keep you tall. Now, demi-plie for 4. Bend your knees for 4, 3. The last 2. Now back to the ceiling, releve for 4, 3. A little bit higher each time as we get warmed up. Let's go 2 and 2. Demi-plie for 2 and 1. Reach high for 2. Let's do that again. Demi-plie. Knees point out towards the middle of our foot. Reach and reach. Let's go to singles. It's a demi-plie and releve. You can stay slow like this, or you can pick it up a little bit faster. Down and lift. Down. Reach high. Starting to warm through the quads, the shoulders, and of course the calves. Big reach to the sky. Last 4. Then we're going to hold our heels down on the ground and step wide to a grand plie. Switch sides. Alternating your side, coming into your demi-plie in the center. Knees bend, press out. Your hips are staying directly underneath your shoulders. Chest is lifted. It's not a squat. So I want you to sink down like you're in between 2 walls. One's in front of you and one's behind you. And all you can do is slide down and up. 4 more times. Last 3. After these 2, we hold it wide and we pulse. Here we go. Pulse, pulse. Little baby pulses, 1 inch. Awesome, keep going. I saw some flickering, but it was just my little arrow on my computer, so no alarm there. Can you go a little lower? 4 more pulses. And then we hold it low. 2, hold low, lift a heel, up and down. other heel. Lift and lower. You can go faster if you want. Here we go. Up, down, up, down. You can add in a little pulse at the knee. That way we get thighs, hips, calves, get it all activating in this little tiny micro movement. Barre is known for little tiny micro movements. So I want you to feel it, dig down deep, even with our tiny movements. For 4, 3, last 2, and last one. Come all the way up to a first position. Now we're going to come to parallel. Your toes are pointed towards me. Make sure you have some room behind you. And now step back, pulse 3, in a lunge. 1, same leg, right leg. 2, 1, step to meet your other foot. 2, 1. Here's your next option. Lift your arms, pulse 3, 2, 1, tap. Keep your chest up. Your lunge should only go up and down, not forward and back. All right, guys, so we're going to add on. On the second pulse, you open to the side, back to the front, and step forward. Stay on the same leg. Step forward. Step back, grand plie, lunge, and lift. Lunge, grand plie, lunge. Keep going 4 more times. Big reach to the sky. 1 more. Last extra credit. And hold at the top. Other leg. Pulse for 3. Step forward. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Tap towards your other foot. Shoulders stay away from your ears. Make sure there's lots of space between them. Now your next option is to lift your arms. Reach to the sky. Your elbows are going to keep a nice little bend in them, like you're hugging that beach ball. It's one of my favorite analogies. All right, guys, let's add the turn. Grand plie to the side, lunge, and lift high. Lunge, grand plie, lunge, big lift. If you lose your balance like I just did, that's okay. We still go with it because we need to lose our balance sometimes in order to find it. It's all good. Got to build it up. Stay low in your lunge, stay low in your grand plie, and give me 4 more. Let's go. Big reach, get long. Now stay low. Open up through the hips into your grand plie. Last one. Hold it. Bring your arms down, sweep them up towards the sky. Now bring your arms all the way down and plant them on the ground. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see me. You can face any way you want. We're coming into a tabletop. Our wrists are underneath our shoulders and our knees are underneath our hips. Let's bring our right leg back behind us. And then when you feel balanced, lift it up into the air. Opposite arm also extends. When you catch your balance, pull in and extend. Elbow to knee. It's a big reach as you come out. It's a crunch and a reach. 8 more, please. Crunch, reach. Tiny little ball, long straight spine. For 4, 3. Extend like you're shaking somebody's hand and hold. Replace your hand down, replace your knee down. Other leg goes back. When you're balanced, lift it, bring your opposite arm up. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Connect them. So we're shrinking into a tiny ball. We're contracting everything inwards towards our core. And then we're lengthening long. So think about stretching your spine a couple inches longer. Stretching through the shoulder, all the way through the fingertips. 8 more. Looking good from what I can tell. Last 4, 3, last 2. Hold it at the top. And now come back to table. This time, curl your toes under and start to hover your knees 1 inch up off the ground. My knees are up off the ground, but my knees are still underneath my hips. Right leg steps back. Now left, right in, left in. Right leads. Abs stay tight. You can always stay on your knees if you need a little less today. You can also come down onto your forearms if you have any sort of wrist issue. Lots of different ways we can plank. 2 more times, and then we're going to take a little break before we move on. Come back to your table, drop your knees, and bring yourself back into a child's pose. Collect yourself, stretch yourself, and when you're ready, come on back up to your table, hover your knees. Now left leg steps back. Left, now right, left in, left, right. How about 5 more? Does that sound like a deal? Last 4. They're over in a flash. Sometimes. They should be. They only last 10 seconds or so. Last one. Now bring both legs out. Hold your plank. Hold it. Long, long spine. Puff up between your shoulder blades and drop your hips another inch. Abs are super tight. Now start to lean forward and back. As you lean forward, you're going to feel more pressure into your shoulders. This is a great way to build shoulder strength. I know when you're in a plank, you're thinking about your core. But guess what? Chest and shoulders feel it too. Last 2. Now hips side to side. Twist, twist. You can make this as big or as little as you want, or as you can. But every time you twist, you're getting your obliques firing up. And we love to shape and tone our side body. How about 8 more? 8. It's 4, it's 3, 2, and 1. Good. Knees drop, press back, child's pose. Take a moment. Take a deep breath, and when you're ready, come up to table, curl your toes under, and step or walk towards your hands. Roll yourself up slowly, and grab whatever weights you have. Light dumbbells, soup cans, water bottles, detergent bottles. All right, so what I want you to do is come to parallel. Your toes are pointed towards me. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees and press them towards me. Press, and then bring your elbows directly underneath your shoulders when you come back. So in front of your shoulders and then under your shoulders. Using your shoulders to measure where your arms and your elbows should be. We are using the fronts of our shoulders. I want you to feel those muscles as you work them. 2. Now let's add on, shall we? Bicep curl. Now bring the elbows down. Serve, bicep curl, and down. Shoulders. It's like you're serving platters. That's why I said serve. I'm so used to some of these cues. Sometimes I say them like, that made no sense unless you come to my class a lot. We're serving platters out in front of us. Do you guys ever work at a restaurant? I worked at probably 15 different ones in college. Now just the bicep curl. Pull in and extend. So when we did bar on Monday, I was super sore in my biceps. And I want to be that way because I need to work on the biceps. And I feel like everybody thinks that they should also work on their biceps. So this is a great exercise for that. If this is getting too much into your shoulders, you can bring your elbows down. You have 8 more. Good. Pulling into your shoulders, and then big extension for 4, 3, last 2. Now, bring your weights down by your sides. Bring your feet a little bit outside of hip distance. And now your weights come up to your collarbones, fists facing each other. Let's squat. Down and up. Down and up. All right, guys. We're going to lower our weights as we stand. And then we have a bicep curl as we sit back. I want you to keep your elbows in place. When you do that, you're going to feel that big squeeze in the biceps. Keep it up. If you want to see it from the side, here I am pushing my butt back and down. It's like I'm sitting back into a chair and I'm feeling my biceps. You have 8 more. This is a great compound movement, feeling biceps, Feeling our backs, feeling our legs, feeling our booty. Last 2. Now hold it low. Hold and pulse. Your weights are staying up by your collarbones. Can you sink lower? It's pulse, press back. Pulse, press back. Pulse and press. Abs are super tight so you don't feel any pain or pressure in the lower back. That's why we work on our core strength. We need it. We need it for balance. We need it for all over strength. All right, guys. Step out to your right and then back in. So every time you step wide, you're going to feel your glutes a little bit more. When you come narrow, you're putting the work into the quads. So now you're going to feel both. Keep it up. 8 more on this side. We do have another leg. When you step wide, I want equal weight in both feet. Don't forget, you're pressing your weights high behind you. All right, guys. Other leg. It's a press back. So my arms are straight and they lift above my bottom. Good, keep it up. You guys got this. What a dreary day today has been, right? It's like the only thing to do today are virtual classes online. I'm glad we had the same idea. How about just 4 more? Ready? 4, 3, last 2, and last one. Step in, roll your shoulders, shake it out, and then we're going to hinge at the hips one more time. Knees are bent, hips are bent. We're going to fly our arms up and out. Imagine yourself as a bird. See how long your wingspan is. Push your weights to the 2 walls that you're in between. Can you bend your knees and get a little lower? Nice, buddy. You're looking about 5 feet in front of you. That keeps your neck in a straight line with the rest of your spine. Abs are tight. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together at the top. That's the magic trick to strengthening your back. We're going to change it up. Now, we bend our elbows. Bend, and then bring them back down. Bend, and bring them underneath your shoulders. Feeling our rear deltoids. That's the backs of our shoulders. We're also feeling our upper backs because everything is connected. You have 7 more of these, and then we're going to put them together. Sound like a plan? Oh, yes. We are not going to lose any muscle during this period of life. All right, guys, let's fly for 2. Now, rear delt raise for 2. Fly for 2. Bend your knees more. Rear delt for 2. Fly for 2. We are going to move on eventually, but I really want to help you strengthen your backs. It's so important that we have strong backs and cores and legs and the whole shebang, right? Singles, let's go, fly. Rear delt raise, fly. Yes. We're going to get to stand up very soon, but we want to finish strong. So let's do it together. 4 more sets. It's a fly. It's a rear delt raise. 3 more, bend your knees more. Oh yes, we want to feel the work. We want to know that we got a good workout by feeling it. Last 2 and 1. Roll your shoulders, bring your feet outside your hips and start to squat. Oh yeah, we weren't done squatting. Now what I want you to do is press your weights overhead. Big, huge push press. This is going to incorporate so many different muscles. Keep going. We got our backs, our glutes, our hamstrings, our quads, our core, our shoulders. So much. I'm just checking out who's here. Hello, everybody. So exciting. And I'm also catching my breath just a little. You guys can take breaks whenever you need them to. How about 8 more? Let's go down. Big breaths. Abs tight. Lengthen through your entire body. 4 more. That's it. Then we move to triceps. Catch it low. catch. All right, let's come to first position. You can put one weight down or can, whatever you got for your tricep extensions. It's down and up, down, big reach. Chest is lifted. See how my back is not moving around? It's just my triceps. When we isolate and only move the muscle group that we're working, you're gonna get it stronger faster. All right, we're going to add on, my friends. What we're going to add on is the leg lift. Now we are in first position. So that means when we lift our leg, we're gonna bring it to a front attitude, like this, knee bent. It's down, lift your knee out to the side. Your foot is right in front of your midline. Your knee pushes out wide. This is one of those beautiful moves in bar that I really don't see many other places. That's why we celebrate our bar workout as much as we can. All those little tiny muscle groups we never even knew existed. We say hello to them in bar. Good, 8 more, it's down, big press. Squeeze your elbows in towards your temples. Feel the burn. It radiates from your armpits up to your elbows. Last 2, last 1. Catch it. One more thing standing. One more thing standing. Bend your elbows to 90. Side raise. Big reach and lift. Now we're focused on the tops of our shoulders. We already did the front of our shoulders. We did the backs of our shoulders. Now we're working on the top. We're making it 3-dimensional. We're going to add a rotation too. You guys ready? Let's go. Open to me. Shut and pull into your sides. Open, rise, lower, squeeze in. When you come up, your forearms are still slightly forward of your elbows. I don't want you to overextend and bring your hands over or behind your elbows. Don't do that. That's going to put too much pressure into your shoulders. All right, guys. We are adding on. Now, lift to the sky for 2. Reach. 1 more. Now rotate down and close. Let's do it again. Lift, rotate, 2, 1. Rotate down, squeeze in. Let's do it again. For 2, lift, chest up, shoulders down. 1 more just like this before we move on. Next up, we overhead press 6 times to the sky for 6. Yes, we feel that. That is big strengthening right in the tops of our shoulders. All right, rotate down. Do it again for 6. Take it up. This is tough. A lot of people struggle with this move, so don't worry if you are. Rotate down. I think I did that too early. Let's do it again. Open, lift for 6. That's the beauty of teaching and counting all at once. 3, 2, 1. 1 more. This is extra credit. Oh yes, last one. Then you don't have to do this. Then we're moving on to our lower bodies. 3 more. Ooh, I'm feeling it too. I love when I feel it with you. Last one. Take it down, pull in. Get rid of your weights. You're done with those. Good, give yourself a quick stretch through the triceps. Just about, 5 to 10 seconds on each side. We have a stretch at the end. This is just kind of our midpoint. So take your arms wide, lift your chest, drop your elbows. Look up. Now push your arms out, thumbs down, and press back for a bicep release. Take your arms out in front of you, round your back, and look down in between your feet. Now draw your elbows to your mid-thighs. Puff up your lower to mid-back, to the back corner of the room. Come all the way up. Awesome, guys. Grab whatever you're using for balance, whether it's a chair, your deck, your kitchen counter, bathroom counter, whatever it is. As long as it works, as long as it's semi-sturdy. Mine's a little jiggly, but that's okay. It's not going to matter. I want you guys to come into a grand plie, toes pointed out, knees pointed towards the middle of the foot. We're gonna take it down and up. Grand plie, knees press out and then straight and tall. Press through your heel. Your arms are always optional when you're training your legs. So you don't have to add in an arm at all. If you wanted to, you could add in both arms. Your choice what you want to do with your arms. Here's another option, lift your heels up. Then you're gonna get your calves in on the mix. Take it down, press high. Knees wide, try to stack them over your heels when you come down. If you want more, add a little bar hop. You hop to the tops of your feet, and then you hop down to your entire foot, pressing your foot all four corners into the ground. All right, guys, now keep your feet down, rotate towards your bar. Open, lift, rotate to a lunge. Open, lift high to your bar. This is a fun little combo. I'll give you a little time to get the hang of it. We lunge, we point our back knee down to the ground. Same thing applies for your grand plie. It's wide and low. 3 more. Last 2. Point your knees towards your bar. Now it's just your lunge and open, lunge and open. So this is a big movement here. It might get your heart rate up, especially when you're using your arm and you're rainbowing high above you. Stay low in the legs. Oh, I just switched my view. You guys look great. Beautiful. All right, guys, last 2. Now hold it here and pulse your lunge. Pulse, pulse. Back knee presses down. We push through our front heel to activate our glutes. And we're just holding on to this chair, just lightly. No death grips allowed in bar. Keep it going. We're going to add on, as we always do. Let's pulse for 3, and then it's an arabesque. 2, 1, lift your leg. Pulse 3, lunge, 1, lift, 3. Big reach, big lift. Point your toes to the wall behind you. It's like you're taking flight. You can push down into your bar as much as you want. Let's go to singles. Let's go. Down, big reach. Down, big reach. Squeezing glutes big time as our leg comes up. Keeping your abs super tight so we don't arch here. 8 more, please, let's go. Keeping it low, keeping that good form, no matter what, and especially when it gets challenging. Last 2. Last 1, hold it. Good. Quick stretch. And then we're going to face our bar for some calf work, some releves. So come into first position, lift and lower. Straight up and down. It's like you're a marionette doll and you have a string attached to the top of your head. It's connected to the ceiling above you. You're going straight up and down, not forward and back. 2, double time, let's go. Lift, lift. Big work in the calves. We don't have to be on calves long to feel it. That's why we love adding it into bar class. Last 4, 3, 2, shake it out. We're not done yet. Now, your leg, we'll call it your right. It doesn't matter as long as you remember to switch it later. It's going to come back behind you. Lift and lower. See the difference. See how much more challenging it is. Maybe you have to step a little bit closer to your chair. And that's fine. Start to lift your leg. Get your gluteal squeeze in. Squeeze and release as you work your calves. 4 more, just 4. We won't overdo our calves. We'll do it just right. Last 2. Now double time. Lift your leg. Keep it lifted. Press down into your chair. My chair has a mind of its own today. Leg stays high. Lift, lift. Shoulders stay away from your ears. Long lines through your body. Last 8. Yeah. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press that leg that's feeling like jello right now back behind you. Heel to the ground. Awesome. I feel like in bar class, I work harder in class than I do normally because I'm not walking around looking at you guys. So, and I want to demonstrate the moves, so I do almost the entire class. All right, we have switched. As you can tell, you guys go ahead and switch the other side. We are going to go ahead and start in our grand plie. Down and up, big reach. Remember your options with your arms. You can have one arm coming up, you can have both, or you can just have your arm hanging out in front of you or on your hip. Your choice. Now lift your heels. Take it down and lift. Oh my goodness. My leg that just did the calf work is having trouble lifting. Isn't that funny how that works? All right, guys, how about a bar jump? It's down and reach. Take it down, lengthen. And that's why I like to add my arms, one or both, because it helps me lengthen my entire body. All right, guys, one more. Now, rotate to your lunge. It's down, lift high, grand plie, lunge. Grand plie, releve, grand plie, lunge. I don't use too many ballet turns in class, just a few, like releve and plie, probably about 100 times each. Awesome, guys. 4 more times on this one. Remember, your back knee presses down when you lunge, and then you open back to wide. Opening up using our hips, our powerhouse, our core. Now, just the lunge and open. Open to lunge. Open to lunge. This is our big move, big power move. I love those power moves mixed with all our little tiny baby moves. When you put it all together, it's the whole package. I could make you pulse for 60 minutes, but I think you'd kill me. We wouldn't get into the bigger muscle groups too. 4 more, that's it. 4, 3, and then we stay facing our chair. Hold it here and pulse your lunge. Back knee drops down, front heel presses up. Keep it up, lower. 4, 3, 2, then you start to add your arabesque. You do 3 pulses, and then lift your legs, squeeze your glutes. It's your glutes that's helping you lift high. 2, 1, toes to the back wall. 2 more times before we go to a fun move. It's singles. Ready? Let's go. Lunge, arabesque, lunge, arabesque. Remember to center your back as you come into your lunge. Don't come at it at an angle. 8 more, let's go. Then we go back into calves. Oh yes, oh yes. No comments at all, guys. You are quiet today. I'll take that as a good sign. Last 2. Last one. Awesome. Quick glute stretch. Quick glute stretch. And then we stand up facing in towards our bar. You can come to the side if you want to. Then you only have one hand to balance you. Your choice. Lift and lower, up and down. As always, our abs are super braced. It's like we're wearing a huge belt around our entire midsection. Now pull it in. Cinch it in. Double time. Let's go. Lift, lift. I think today we're going to say our focus is calves. I don't think I usually do calves this much. Or maybe it's just because I'm doing them all with you. Last 2 and 1. Hold. Shake it out. Pound it out, whatever you need to do. And then bring your left leg back behind you. Slow lift and lower. Lift. Your foot can stay still, or you can lift into your arabesque. Squeeze glutes to rise. Looking good, guys. All right, guys, let's go pulses. Let's go faster and keep your leg high. If you feel it starting to fall down, lift it again. Lift it higher, feel the squeeze, feel your abs tight so you don't have pressure in your lower back. 8 more, lift. Try not to hinge too far forward for 4, 3, 2, and done. Yes. Press that leg back behind you, heel to the ground. Awesome. All right, guys. We're going to work further into the glutes and into the side body. We got a good amount of time, so that's perfect. For your glutes, keep your chair or whatever you're using where it's at. I want you to put your right forearm on the back of your chair or your bar, whatever it is, and your left hand is on it. So you're at like a 45-degree angle. Your hips are facing towards the corner of the room. Lift your leg. So since we're at this angle, you're going to work your outer glutes. Outer glutes at this 45-degree angle. There's a reason why we do everything. And the reason here is to focus on the outside. I know some of you like to add stuff on, even more so than what I'm doing. So if you wanted to add a heel lift, add a elevate here, you can. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not even going to see you do it. That's why I like the virtual classes. If anybody's ever self-conscious about being seen, and I know a lot of people say that to me that they are, this is a good way to try it out, right? 8 more, please. Abs are tight. Always. Core control. Last 4, and then we hold it high. We're going to make some circles. Tap down and hold high. Little baby circles, 1 inch. It's like you're drawing a dime with your big toe. Switch direction. We won't be here long. I want to get to the bread and butter right here. Knee to elbow. Extend. Knee to elbow, big extension. Long leg. Open your hip. And then crunch in. So you're feeling your side obliques. You're feeling your outer glutes. You're feeling quads. Hamstrings. Lots of things working together. Compound movement. We love them. Last 4. Then we have one more thing here. Last 2. Last 1. Hold. Bend your knee. Knee down. Knee up. Knee down and up. You got it. So this is all about our hips. Do you ever feel like you have tight hips? This is a great one for strengthening. Also glutes. When you lift your knee, your outer glutes squeeze. Isn't that cool how it all works together? Last 2. And 1. All right, guys. Round your back slightly. Give yourself a quick stretch through the lower back. Rolling down and up just a little bit. And now we're going to go all the way. Squaring our hips to the ground. Same leg. We're going to rainbow it. So we're going to tap out to one side and then in towards the other side. Crossing our midline, our belly button with our toes. If you're using a mat, you're going from one side of the mat to the other, or maybe you're even touching outside of your mat. And then we lift high in the center using our glutes. Inner, outer thighs. And if you're new, I know a lot of you are, you're going to feel a lot of work in your standing leg. That'll go away in time. But just think, you're not used to standing on one leg for a long time. It is foreign to your body. Last 2. Last 1. Awesome, guys. Now, bend your knee, flex your ankle. Press it up, dart up, lift, lift. It's like you're trying to put your footprint on the ceiling. 8 more, please. Keep it high. Don't drop it down low for 4. 3. Now squeeze, heel to butt. Little pulses. Lift your knee even higher to feel your glutes, to feel your hamstrings double time. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Almost done. You almost get a break. 8 more. Actually, it's 16, but they go by so fast. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Turn towards me. You're touching your bar. Extend your arm. Lift your leg up. Lift. You can always come down onto your forearm, or you can be more upright. Your choice. See what works for you. and what makes you comfortable as you work your muscles hard. Maybe your arm comes up high. All right, guys, 8 more, that's it. Long leg, point your toe all the way across the room. Last 4, 3, last 2, tap down, bring it up, bend your knee. Bend, extend, bend. I know I'm gonna tear down my curtains somehow. This could do it. My toes are just barely brushing the curtains. 8 more of these, please. I have them up with those sticky command strips, so not very effective. Last 4. It's been good so far, though. 3. We're going to take it out to grand plie pulse for 3. Ready? Here we go. Pulse 3, 2. Now lift your leg. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Big reach, big long leg. It doesn't have to be high, but I do want you to feel the power that you have inside all of your muscles. 3 more times with the pulse 3. Whew. Pulse 3, 2, 1. High five the wall to your side. Big high five. All right, my friends, it's time for singles. Here we go. It's down, big lift, down, big reach. This is our power moment. Take these moments and give them a virtual hug. These are gonna get us strong head to toe. Keep it up. This is where the fun is, guys. Last 4, last 3, 2, hold it at the top, and now take a big side body stretch. Big side body stretch. I'm gonna charge my computer just in case. I don't even know if I can. I got too many plugs and things. I'm at 34%, that should be fine. If you're using a chair, switch it. If you're using a countertop, switch your computer. Make sure you're switching legs. I like to say that about 5 times, because some people do forget to switch legs, and then they're all upset, because one side feels really strong, the other one not at all. All right, guys, so what I want you guys to do is set yourself up at that 45 degree. You have your forearm on your left arm down, and your right hand up, lift, 45 degrees. So you're feeling right here, outer glutes. You can always extend your arm a little bit out, but if you're worried about your form, if you keep your hands together, you're gonna feel pretty good in your angle. And your standing knee can be slightly bent. Big reach with the toes. Long leg. We're gonna get our bodies in shape no matter what. No matter what is going on in the world, we are not giving up on our fitness goals. Not now, not ever. That's why we're here. Give yourselves a big congratulations just for being here. Even if you're laying in your bed and just watching me like a TV, which I admittedly do sometimes. Just like to check other people's classes out. Last 2. Now hold it up, circles, baby circles with your big toe. Can you lift your leg a little bit higher? Can you pull your abs in a little bit tighter? Switch directions. All right, here's the fun. Knee to elbow, bring it in, extend, in, long extension. I want you to feel like you're just 3 inches longer than you really are through your leg. Stretch it out like go-go gadget legs. Big long reach. Make it huge. It's almost like those of you that came to kickboxing on Tuesday, it's almost like you're throwing a kick, but we're keeping our toes pointed. 8 more, 8 more. Whew. This is such a wonderful exercise program for the lower body. I know it's tough now, but you will love the results. You'll love how you feel after. Hold, bend your knee, knee down and up, knee down and reach. Feeling your hip open and shut. Feeling your glutes squeeze and lengthen. 8 more. Whew. How about 4 more? I know, I feel like putting my legs down too. but I'm not going to. Last one. Lengthen, set it down, shake it out, pound it out, stretch it out, whatever you need to do. Now both forearms drop down onto your makeshift bar. Your leg comes back behind you. Now we rainbow. Your toes tapping outside of your mat if you're using a mat, outside of your towel if you're using a towel, outside of your carpet, probably not. It's probably not that big. Standing knees slightly bent. Try to bring your leg up a little bit higher in the arch at the top. Try to bring your leg a little bit further out and in. These can be slow. You don't have to stay at the beat of the music. But I do want you to get that big full range in and keep your good form. So 4, last 3, last 2. Hold it in the center, bend your knee, bend your ankle, and press up. We're almost done. Almost done with this side. I commend every single one of you for making it here today, especially when you're new, man. This is gonna feel your body. You're gonna feel it tomorrow. You're gonna feel it right now. But that's good. That means our muscles are working. Embrace that feeling. Embrace the shake. 3, 2, pulse it in. Slow to begin. Knee comes higher. Double time. Let's go. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep your upper body still. Don't let your backs help you. This is all about the hamstrings and glutes for 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. I hope you feel it like I do. Shake it out. And then face me, holding onto your bar. Lean onto your bar. Standing knee underneath hip. Lift it. Up and down. Option to float your arm. So I realized in my settings, I can see how many minutes everybody has been logged in. It's kind of cool. Most people stay the entire class, which is awesome. In this age of coming and going, most of you hang out for the whole thing. So cool. Kudos to you. Last 4. Then we hold high and bend our knee. In 2. Hold it high, bend your knee. Here we go. Bend. Whoops. I'm going to scoot a little bit away from my curtains. Bring your heel towards your booty. Bring your knee up a little bit higher. And it's okay if you're down here. It's okay if you're standing up more. You're still going to feel it. The more horizontal you get, the more challenging. Just 2 more, just 2 more. Now a grand plie, pulse for 3. Here we go, pulse 3. 2, 1, high 5, lift your leg, pulse 3. 2, 1, big reach. Big reach, high 5, wide legs. Keep it going. 4 more. Abs tight. I'm gonna check you guys out again. Woo! You guys are hanging in there. All right, my friends, singles, let's go. Down, lift. Big, huge range. Lean into your bar. Power through your heels all the way up into your core. Down, reach. Love these power moves. Oh wow, we're just on time for a little core after this. But before we end, you got 8 more. Let's do this. Reach, reach. Last 4, 3. We're gonna hold it at the top. Ready? Hold. Side body stretch. All right, guys. If you have a chair, move it out of the way. If you have a mat, you're going to lay down or lay down on your carpet, towel, whatever you got. Whatever you got works for me. Hopefully the lighting is good when I'm laying down. What I want you guys to do is bring your legs straight up. Straight up. Now bring your right foot in front of your left foot. You can even kind of hook them together with your first 2 toes on your back leg. Now bring your head up, bring your hands behind your head. We're going to crunch, center, crunch. Now let's take 4 towards your knee that's in front. Side crunch. For 2, take it center. For 4, lift. Feet stay remaining up high. Now cross. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. 2 more. Let's make that singles. Ready? Lift high. Lift. Now crunch. Side. Center. Side. Center. You have 4 more sets. Just 3. Just 2. Now, put your hands down by your sides. Lower. And lift. Lower. See how you feel. See how low you want to get. I would start not too low yet. And try to keep your lower back on your mat. Imagine there's a 50-pound weight resting right on top of your belly button. Don't let your lower back start to arch up. You can stay down with your arms to the side, or you can start to lift your shoulder blades up off the ground and reach for your feet. That way you get the lower and the upper abs working together. You can even lift a little bit your hips up off the ground for a tiny little reverse crunch. Just 2 more. And 1. Hug your knees. Shake it out. Now knees wide, feet together, hands behind, lift, C crunch. Elbows to knees, lift and lower. This is big. You're feeling upper and lower abs, the entire rectus abdominis. If you want to take something out, you can keep your head down. Or you can keep your head up and keep your legs down. You have 8 more. Oh yeah, we only have a minute left of work, guys. How about 4 more here, and then we're going back and doing our other leg. For 2 and 1, hug your knees. Bring your legs back up. Now your other foot is in front. You can hook them with your first 2 toes. Now crunch center for 4. Last 2. And now it's a side crunch, elbow to opposite knee. 3, 2, center for 4, crunch center, 3, 2, to the side for 4. My legs are jello booty, sorry I missed these because I'm slowly dying. Oh my god, that's so funny. Last set. Now, singles, center it up, and now side. Center to the center, side crunch. You have 4 more. 4 more. See how quickly they go? Make sure you're twisting and lifting your shoulder blade up on one side for those side crunches. Now hold it, arms down by your side. Lower your legs, start small and then build, and keep that 50-pound weight resting right onto the lower abs. Don't create a mouse house in between your sides at your lower back. No mouse houses. No air passing between. If you want more, lift your head up off the ground. Option to reach high. This is our last exercise of the day. Are we excited about that? It's almost over. You have 4 more and you're out for 4. Lift your hips slightly. Last 2. Last 1. Roll yourself up. Come to a forward fold. Ooh, I like that transition into a forward fold. That works. Using a little momentum to get us there. We're stretching our backs. We're stretching the backs of our legs. You can rest your head. Take out the tension out of your neck. Focus back in on your breath. Now come on up to a seated position. I'll face you guys. Cross one foot over the other. Hug your knee in the crook of your elbow. And now turn to the side. I don't know if this is the best angle for you to see me. I'll turn to this side so you can see what this stretch looks like. Look past your shoulder. That way you get a little neck stretch in it too. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Switch legs. Other leg crosses, other elbow hooks. Look behind you. You can have your hand down or you can extend your arm. Your choice. As long as you're feeling a stretch, you're doing it right. And here you're going to feel a stretch through the glutes and a nice spinal twist and neck. Feel your neck as you look past your shoulder. All right, guys, we're going to stand up starting in a forward fold. So I like to cross my ankles, plant my hands in front, and just hold down low. You can stay in a forward fold. If you have knees that feel pretty good, you can shrink into a tiny little ball. If your knees are like, no way, just stay in your forward fold. Let your neck hang, let the tension go. You don't need it anymore. The tension is gone now. Now we're just repairing our muscles back to good. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time, bringing your head up last. Bring your feet outside of hip distance and sweep over. I didn't even turn on a cool down song. Keep holding that stretch. Side body stretch. Angle your chest up towards the ceiling. Oh, I love this song. I'll get it in the middle though, because I know. Oh my gosh. I just heard the biggest crash upstairs, like my kids just fell or something. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Big reach, bend your knee. Press your feet into the ground, lift your chest. I hear them laughing, so it couldn't have been that bad. Bring yourself up, heel toe in. Bring your arms out in front of you, round your back, look down in between your feet. Big stretch through your backs. Now I want you to take one leg out in front of you, back knee is slightly bent, arms to the sky and forward fold towards your toes. So tomorrow at the same time and place, I'm hosting a barbell class, happy hour barbell. If you have a lot of hand weights, or if you have like a barbell set, or just a bunch of hand weights, you can join me. You can do either. And it's just like how I used to do in class. If anyone's been to my classes, come on up and switch. We go through the entire body, 10 songs, 10 muscle groups, and we work hard throughout the entire class. So it's a little bit heavier than this class in weight. And it's choreographed to music even more. All right, guys, come on up. Quad stretch. And it's 4 o'clock. Well, that clock is 1 minute fast, so I don't feel too bad. We'll end right on time. Go ahead, dramatically switch to the other side. Add in your own little drama. Set me free. Take your legs a little bit wider. Bring your arms out to a T. 3 circles and we'll be all finished. Take it low. Take it high. Last 2. Last one. Sweep to the sky. Bring your hands to your heart and give yourselves a round of applause. You're done.